How's it going, guys? So before I do continue into this title of the video, tomorrow I'm gonna have a review about 22 minutes length of the Days Gone. It's going to be indeed spoiler free as well. It's going to be actually going up at the same time as I'm uploading this video, so that is at let me take a look. Yes, it's 6:30 UK time. Well, I should say probably 6:30 PM UK time. That's when it will be going live tomorrow. Alright, well, I will have everything in there as well, links down below in the description if you want to take a look for yourself, and also take a look at my community tab page. I always update in there and how's my progress going with the Days Gone review, and so many other stuff, of course. Today, I wanted to talk about Anthem. Now, I don't think I'm gonna be, getting into the Anthem facts any more than this because, it's already been talked, it's been already said so much that the game, the game is a clusterfuck. The game is, oh my god, it's in an extremely awful shape as it turned out to be. In fact, it goes even worse at this moment, at this point. There's an interesting article, it's very, very short. I want to read it out with you guys, then I will save my comment and my opinion right after. So, as you can see, Anthem players declare that the game is dead after a long period of suffering, delays and issues. So, Anthem is a story for decades because of how the project was managed. Kotaku, who has a whole fascinating piece written on the development of Anthem behind the scenes, and just saying it's a mess would be putting it mildly. Anthem developer BioWare has once hailed a critically acclaimed developer who released many games that were worthy candidates of the Game of the Year awards. Their last crowning achievement was the Dragon Age Inquisition, which won its Game of the Year award when launched in 2014. Since then, they had two failed projects released one after another, casting a shadow of the doubt over their future. Anthem was their most recent, perhaps the biggest failure so far. And not perhaps, but definite. It was one of the most anticipated games released this year, but somehow it ended up being a failure of catastrophic proportions. The signs of the Anthem being disaster were present from the beginning of as the alpha and the beta tests of the game didn't exactly leave a good impressions or a promising launch. Despite it all, it ended up being far worse than most of us had imagined, as they had also, as their reviews has been going, as they did not like the game, and so many more people, of course. Anthem subreddit has been quite vocal about the problem with the game. Ludin one the particular cause of the concern that has rarely been addressed, and when it fixed, it was supposedly done accidentally and then rolled back in another update. As a result, the player base of the game is dwindling faster, and for the game that shipped to such a massive scale and was marketed endlessly, this is far worse failure than the last years of the Fallout 76. Today, the Anthem subreddit has accepted the fate of the game after it was learned that the main BioWare team has now moved on to new projects, and now only support team remains to keep promises of the game services intact for Anthem. The roadmap that BioWare planned during the launch week has been scrapped or just delayed. A new one still hasn't been announced. As a result, the game has been declared dead by even the most hardcore fans. It might be impossible to see Anthem bounce back and become another story like Destiny, but with EA be willing to put their efforts behind the project to get it back on a respectable level. This is a question that only time can going to tell, but far the outcome doesn't look good and the players know it. It's a fact. It's a good piece as well. Kuram Imitazai, is that his name? Yeah, hopefully I'm not butchering his name. Yeah, Kuram Imitazai, like, this is by him, shout out to him, of course. Now, as you are hearding, wow, great English. So, as you just heard here, yeah, I already knew the game was going to be dead even before the release. I even said the Anthem is looking far worse than expected. I had so many videos up, people did not believe me, I had so many dislikes. I was right, once again, typical. I don't know, it's just that people always expect something great out of the games that they will be anticipating or at least excited for, because I was one of those people excited for Anthem, and it got better of me and I was disappointed phenomenally. Now, the fact is that I had my expectations in the check, but that's the thing. I still was super disappointed because the game didn't even, it wasn't just a mediocre, it was far lower than that. Like, if looking at it now, the game shouldn't even gone to a 5 out of 10, it should have been like a 4 out of 10. Well, that's being generous, to be honest with you. I think I give it like a 6 out of 10. I should have been far less, to be honest. I'm not sure, maybe it was like, no, sorry, I think it was 5 out of 10 I gave it. I can't remember. I'm not getting into that because right now I'm pissed off about Anthem. Typical. I would even give it a damn 3 out of 10. Anyway, but that's not the point. My point is just that the Anthem is declared to be dead. Yes, that's a fact, because let me tell you, okay? As BioWare team, they are moving ahead to create Dragon Age 4 as they have announced it, and they're putting all their stuff and the resources and the time and the workload onto that future game. We do not yet know when it will be coming out, but a very small team has dedicated themselves into staying with Anthem and trying to fix its issues. That's already the main concern. Number one, what are those dedicated team, the small dedicated team, and how good they are with the development of the time, and how efficient they really can be. So what does this mean? Like Destiny-esque as well? 6 months of waiting until there's some kind of fix or something? No. The game had so many fixes, so many updates, and yet it's still broken as hell. So what would we expect it to be getting any better anytime soon? At this point, Anthem seems like it's only going to be finally a fixed game that should have been launched in maybe, I don't know, 2022. And if that's the case, that sucks. Nobody's going to be playing this game. It's going to be dead on that spot. And the only way to make sure that it comes back is to reveal a big expansion. I understand that the BioWare has even mentioned that they're gonna have free DLCs for this game and stuff, roadmaps and whatever, right? But they're not gonna have a substantial expansion for free. I doubt it. EA we're talking about here. It's not like Ubisoft, it's not like Activision, like they have service-based games and they fix them over time. Activision with their Call of Duties, and Ubisoft with their, like The Division, for example, Assassin's Creed, and so many more, of course. So that sucks. I don't want to see this sort of aspects from the game that, been so much time in development, and yet everybody is moving away from it to concentrate on a new game, that because they need to pump out the gears and to develop the, as I mentioned, Dragon Age 4. So majority of the team is going towards that direction. But very little team, or I should say very few amount of the team will be left behind with Anthem. And remember when they even said in the response, BioWare reassures players, saying again that we are 100% committed to staying with the game and to fix its issues. That what? BioWare's telling you that? I want to hear that from EA. I want to hear what they will say right now. At this point, updated version. I'm certain they're not gonna say anything like that. Why? Because they most likely are thinking about completely abandoning Anthem. You may not like to hear what I have to say about it, but Anthem is dead on arrival. It's been dead since even releasing, and since the alpha time. It was a completely broken mess. I had to go with the alpha version of the game, seriously, not beta, whatever, demo, whatever it's called, fucking stupid names. Demo, beta, what's the difference? At this point, what is the difference? Anyway, so basically, it was not a demo, it was a beta. I don't know, right now, the way the game is a bloody beta. Basically, I had to go at this game since December. If you guys did not know, there's an NDA, we cannot talk about it. There's a lot of broken stuff that has happened that time as well. It was a very broken mess, but it felt good. I even mentioned it. It feels so good to fly. Now it still does good to fly and stuff, but that's it. That's the only thing that feels good, is to fly. Now sure, there are abilities that you can use and utilize, and supers and the ultimates, whatever, right? Sure, I'm not denying that. Shooting mechanics, gunplay, everything else is completely a mess. You know what I mean? I don't know. Tell me down in the comments if you guys are thinking the same or in the similar aspects of this game or not. BioWare declaring that, I'm not even sure it was BioWare, but that doesn't matter. Basically, we already know BioWare is going to be moving ahead to a different game, Dragon Age 4. It can be concentrating all the resources on that, leaving a very small team behind with Anthem to fix its issues, or at least hoping to fix its issues. This is not good. It's not good news at all. I mean, what could we have expected? They've revealed that the Dragon Age 4 is happening. So perhaps maybe that's the best route to do. At this point, Anthem is no longer just doesn't seem like it will have, like, the problem with Anthem as well, that the foundation of it, it's fucked as well. Destiny had a very good foundation, but it was extremely mediocre, especially with the content wise. At first when it launched, there was barely anything you could do. People hated it. I don't blame them, to be personally honest. The Division is the same, you know, it's just nothing else to do. What can you do? It's boring, you know what I mean? Anthem, there's much more than that. Repetitiveness, no missions, well, whatever. They just keep, like I said, repetitiveness. You keep doing the same damn mission. And the foundation of itself in the game is broken. And if the foundation is not there, or at least it's completely broken, no. You don't have a game. You have a dead game on arrival. Anyway, well, that's unofficial. Anthem is dead. And even from the hardcore fans, they are sick of waiting. They're tired of it. And I do not blame them, not even one bit. I was actually just really hoping that these fans would have seen the true development and true progress of Anthem much sooner than they have expected. Personally, I already knew that BioWare is going to be diversing their attention to a different game, Dragon Age 4, because obviously we are talking about BioWare. So majority of the team is going to work on that game. So a very little amount of team will be staying with Anthem trying to fix its issues, but that's not good news at all. We'll have to wait for years and years until the game is finally fixed. But with a full team in hands, it would have been fixed in a couple more months. But now, no. Years and years it will take. Anyway, we already know. It's declared, it's final. It's been dead on arrival. It's completely dead now. Dead. It does not necessarily mean that the game, nobody's going to be playing it. I'm sure there are going to be someone playing it. Those guys that are very easily entertained. Those are the types of people, maybe they want to shut off their brain, you know, have a good time simply flying around, shooting stuff. Sure, I can see that, you know, by myself as well. I like to enjoy those sort of movies as well. You know, completely shut off the brain, doesn't have to make sense of anything, like a plot, whatever. You know, sure, it's okay, I understand. It's nothing new, it's no big deal, really. Sure. But people that want to have a good experience with a video game, you will never find in Anthem, it seems like. Even from the hardcore base. Alright, well, I think I'm done for today. Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe. See you guys later. And final comment of the day, Anthem is dead. And I was right. Have a good one. You cashed in on my